like you tied your career high with 5 threes tonight. Was that trying to honor Allie quickly in your own way?
Yeah, that's what I said after the game. I was like, this is definitely because it's her game tonight. But I mean, it's always fun to hit a couple of shots. I really needed it for myself. But yeah, it's her night. I'm so glad that we could get a win to celebrate that too.
And offensively, just in the flow of it, when you started getting into the flow of it,
Mhm.
what was that like for you, and kind of how did you feed into the other parts of the offense that way too?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously also having Mill back as well. She's a huge focal point for us and she draws a lot of attention. So playing off her a fair bit helps all of us shooters, I think. But it's nice when the game is flowing for all of us. It just makes it a lot easier. So I think we ran pretty well in transition as well.
Hi guys. This one's for both of you. Flipping the court defensively, I think things went well, especially on the perimeter. That's been kind of a pressure point for you guys at sometimes, but it was a lot better tonight. The wing shot 7 of 26 from three, and after the first quarter, you held Paige Beckers at 2 of 15 shooting. Was that any sort of adjustments you guys made? Was that something you knew going in that perimeter defense was going to be a way to win this one?
I mean, we try to do that every game, honestly. Like, I know in the beginning of the season it didn't look that way and it was not happening, but we've made good adjustments. We're trying to take teams out of the 3-point line, force them into tough middies. And honestly, Dallas is actually pretty decent at mid shots, but just contested shots. Statistically, it's hard to continue to do that throughout the game and win that way. So that's what we're focused on. Just make them take tough shots throughout the game, and it usually ends on our side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Maggie Hendricks with Yahoo Sports. You both have been around a couple different teams and around the league. At this point, what is your assessment of what this Sky team is and what you can do with the rest of this season?
Yeah,
Sorry, Rachel.
I feel like, do you want to answer? No. I feel like we're building, and I think we've been building towards this win. I think we've been unlucky with the last couple of games. We've kept it. It's been so close, but to actually change that mentality of having those losing streaks and being able to close out a game is actually more challenging than you think. And every game is so tough. And so for us to actually, take control of that game and not lose our lead completely, that's a big growth moment for us as well. And so I think closing out games is massive. But I just see us building towards who we are, and that's what we try to say to ourselves when we're in our 12 with our staff. All of that. This is who we're relying on. And I really felt that we've really been growing in the last few games in particular.
Hi, Elijah James with Chicago Defender. So bench production today was really high, not only with your 28 points, but also with Camilla coming back and her input off the bench. How important is the team to have that good of a depth going to the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it's really important, especially when you're dealing with, players getting injured or, people leaving for Eurobasket. And I feel like we've always felt that we had a deep team and we have players that can step up and score 20 any night, whether it's a starter or a bench player. And you've seen our starting lineup change a bunch, and anyone could truly start on this team and be successful coming off the bench. So it's going to be really big for us going down the line because this is a long season, and we're going to need these bodies and for all of us to step up.
This is for both of them. Rachel, I'll start with you. Obviously, Allie is a 3-point threat. I mean, one of the first pure killer shooters the league has ever seen. Just for both of you who do have talent behind the arc shooting, what's this like, seeing her being the first player honored by the Sky to have her jersey retired?
Yeah, it's sick. I'm so happy for her. She's awesome. I've looked up to her since I started playing in the league. She's special, and she was special on the court. I said this earlier to some of the media, but I hated guarding her. It was dreadful. It was one of the worst people I had to guard. I told her that when I met her. That was the first thing I said. Because she just was so tough, so quick, never stopped moving. She should run marathons. She's just unbelievable. So I'm super happy for her. It's really cool to be the first one in this franchise to do it, and then soon it'll be Sluty. Yeah.
I was the same.
Question for either of you. So Maddie, the last couple of games, she's giving you guys a lift. Just wanted to get your impressions on just what you've seen from her behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, Maddie's a hard worker. I think we all see the games and all that. You don't see the behind the scenes work. She's someone that's always putting in the time, the hours, the effort behind the scenes in particular. So it's really good to see her get some minutes on the court. And she's someone that she's going to get more confident. I mean, for any rookie when you're coming in, especially with those sort of minutes, it's tough. It is really tough to play like that. But I think that she's just got this poise And she's really quite a balanced human, which is rare at that age, I think. So I think she's got a huge career ahead of her.
Rachel, have you grown more comfortable in this role as a starter as opposed to what you've been used to? Do you feel as though you've come alive as a starter and being able to reach your full potential in that regard?
Yeah, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches. I'm having fun. My teammates are great. They're trusting me. The coaches trust me. So I'm playing with a lot of confidence right now. I've been in a lot of different roles throughout my career, so it kind of just feels like every other day. But I'm really just trying to be that leader and keep us focused on offense and get us into stuff and keep the ball moving and do what I can do and shoot threes and whatnot. So I'm having fun with it and just trying to continue. I can keep getting better. I got to keep taking care of the basketball. That's going to be really big for us down the line too. So yeah, it's fun.
Hey guys, over here. I feel like you guys have been in a good stretch, like talking about finding your groove and finding an identity. How much have the two of you been thinking about a playoff push, or is that not necessarily something that's as much on your mind right now?
I just think with anything, you got to take it day by day. Like, honestly, you can't think that far ahead. Otherwise, it's just not a good thing for the team in general. Obviously, that's like a goal for us. But right now, we need to close out the game that we're playing. We need to lock in on that play phase, like really make it smaller rather than the job becomes far too big if you start thinking like that. So I think it's play phase at a time, game at a time. And that's how we're operating.
Beck, I saw Angel lift you up.
Oh, wild. I was so embarrassed.
After the game. So
I would have been
So embarrassed.
it seems like she's a good teammate. She's a good leader. How have you guys seen her grow as a leader, in her second season?
Yeah, look, I really like Angel and her picking me up. She knows I'd be embarrassed with that too. So that's why she did it. So, I mean, that was a lot of fun. Did not expect it at all. But I mean, it also speaks to the chemistry that we have within this team.
Thank you guys.